Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly Tarot reading for February the 29th through to March the 5th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, just let me take a moment to thank you, truly thank you for all the support, all the love that you send my way each and every day. Truly, thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to the energy of you, because we start with the Justice card. This is a demand of harmony coming into your life, balance coming into your life, joy coming into your life, for things to start playing out the way you want them to play out. Okay, so you're really demanding the balance this week. You are really demanding the harmony to come into your life this week. We have the star right next to it, and the star is beautiful because the star at the very top of this card is your dreams, your desires, your wants, okay? And we are at the bottom, and we are reaching up to it. And if we are reaching up to it, it means that we can see it. Okay, so things are becoming tangible in our life. We can see the path forward. We can see how it needs to play out. We can see the action plan as we have been mulling it over. We have been planning. We have been strategizing. So now we are actually seeing where we can start making some headway, where we can step into our new beginnings, where we can strengthen our possibilities for tomorrow. Now, we do that with the King of Pentacles, okay? Staying grounded, okay? Very traditional. King of Pentacles is very traditional. It's not being the maverick this week. It's thinking things through. It's having the plan, okay? That's what's going to bring in abundance. That's what's going to bring in the happiness, the well-being. Now, in saying that, our crown is a living vine here. So it's our new ideas, it's the expression of our ideas, but we want to plan them out, especially if we are presenting to somebody else this week and we want them to buy in on something. We need to take our ideas, our growing ideas, our new ideas, and we need to think about how to present them to the person so that they do have the buy-in that we want, that we are explaining it in a way that it makes sense. They understand it, they get it. Okay, so, and it's very, very traditional in our approaches. So don't try and wow them with all kinds of PowerPoints and whatnot. Plan out more of what you want to get across, the words you need to use, the situations that you need to put yourself into in order for things to play out the way you want them to play out this week. We have the Devil as the undercurrent of the entire week. So really, you are the phoenix rising out of the ashes this week. So where you have felt there has been roadblocks or you haven't been able to move forward, this is a time when you're feeling a lot more in control, that you are moving forward, that you're getting things right, that things are coming together. Things are starting to form the way you want them to form in your life. Okay, the phoenix rising out of the ashes is the old parts that have been holding us back, burning away, falling away. So the new us can come out, stand strong, go after our goals, our dreams, our visions of tomorrow. We have the Four of Pentacles. Overriding energy for the week is you really need to understand your abilities, your talents, and use them. To not try and hide them under a rock, but to bring them to the table, to show other people what you're made of, what you expect. But, well, not really what you expect. More of your vision going forward. I think more you want the buy-in from other people. I don't think you're stating this is the way it is. I think it's more of you want them to join forces with you. You want them to fall in love with your path forward, of where you're going, of what you want to create, of what you want to master in life. And there's a strong, I'm getting a strong feeling of balance in this card. Like there's a sense of purpose in where you want to go and what you want to do. That it makes you feel whole in some way. We have the Knight of Cups. Now, this could be your knight in shining armor. You could be the knight in shining armor. Love could be right around the corner for you. It could be passion. There could be beauty. Absolutely. But in a general reading, we're going to use this as our dreams, our desires, and it's following your passions, following your dreams, following your desires this week. That's where the happiness lays in the future. Absolutely. The Chariot definitely talks about the focus we need to have in order to go forward. So we don't want to lose our focus. We don't want to be scattered in too many directions so that we can't have the focus on the priorities in our life. Yes, Peanut. So it is keeping our focus. It's staying on task. It's prioritizing our day's events. Maybe making the list of the things we want to accomplish for that day and move forward in that order. Okay, we don't want things to take us off our path, pull us off our path. We don't want things to come out of the blue and push us in one direction or the other. We want to be in control of where we are going at all times this week. We want to maintain our focus for this week. Now, as we go into the weekend and then into next week, okay, we have the Knight of Swords. You know what? Failure isn't even in your vocabulary. This is championing a cause. This is riding out onto the battlefield with your sword raised, yelling charge. This is knowing where you're going. Am I scratching the good part there, Peanut? This is knowing where you're going. Knowing that you are going to be successful. Now, the Knight can bring in messages on how to actually move forward. And the Knight is usually a younger energy, so we don't want to get so charged and focused that we run into problems. We have the Five of Swords here. I think somebody could be playing devil's advocate with you this weekend or going into next week. They're showing you the other side of the coin. They're professing the doom and gloom that's about to happen if you take this path. Okay, but this card clearly states walk with positive people, walk with like-minded people, walk with the people that are going to support you going forward, that are going to strengthen you, that are going to bring in joy and balance and harmony into your life, and to walk away from those negative naysayers. Absolutely. For love, we have the Lovers. What a beautiful card for our love card. Okay, so passion, beauty. But, you know, if you are looking for a relationship and you meet somebody this week, they are going to probably be long-term. They are going to bring in a support. They are going to bring in a happiness, a joy. If you are in a relationship, this is a time to bond with that person. This is a time to let them know just how much they mean to you in your life, how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, how much you cherish them. So create a date night. Make time for them. For work, career, money, finances, we've got the Four of Swords. Okay? Definitely not a time to really push forward when it comes to work or money. This is not a time to be a maverick. And so we started with the Justice card, all about balance and harmony and thinking things through. We have the King of Pentacles as well, that is very structured, very traditional. So we don't want to be the maverick. If anything, we want to recharge our batteries when it comes to what we are doing and where we are going when it comes to work and finances. This is a time that we want to look over our finances, maybe our budgets. Make sure that we are not wasting money in certain areas. This would be a time to renegotiate insurance or a certain bill, a contract. Making sure that we are getting the most value for our money. Okay, and this is not a time to push yourself when it comes to work. Yes, we want to work hard. Yes, we want to show our value. But this is not a week to push yourself to the extremes and work all kinds of overtime and start new projects when it comes to work, because it's going to deplete us of our energy, of our resources, and then we're going to feel like we need to take a time out. So it's pacing ourselves. It's resting, it's recuperating, it's recharging your batteries, it's refocusing your energies on the path forward. For spirituality, Five of Cups. This is a week where you really need to stay positive, to take control of the best part of the energy that surrounds you, okay? I think, especially when we have the Five of Swords there towards the end of our reading, that there could be negative come in. It could be by somebody voicing their opinion or somebody standing in your way of going forward. Maybe at the very beginning I was talking about talking to other people, getting the buy-in, going through traditional methods. Okay, if you don't take the time to really think and plan through what you want to tell people, okay, they're going to come across negative, and you were hoping for their buy-in, you were hoping for their happiness, and so they flatline you. So we need to think things through, definitely, and that could be a lot of going back to the Four of Swords for our work and career, thinking things through, how we are actually going to present certain things. You know, if we're looking for a new job or something, you know, how do we present ourselves so that they buy in? We don't want to be doing cartwheels in front of them. We want to show them our worth, our value, but we don't want to push it over the edge. We want to make sure that we have thought out exactly what we bring to that table so it comes out fluently, so that they do have the buy-in. And then the Five of Cups down here for our spirituality is the negative could flatline us this week. And so we want to avoid that. We want to start each day on a very positive note. Start with an affirmation perhaps every day. They say like the first hour of your day, depending on how you spend it, sets the tone for the rest of the day. So you don't want to start reading the paper or listening to the news or something to bring you down. You want to do things that are going to raise your energy. So a quick meditation or prayer in the morning would be essential into starting your day in the right direction and keeping that strength and that positive flow going the whole day, so that you can do, you know, it's right next to the Chariot, so that you can have the focus, that you're not pulled off your path in any way. For health and well-being, we have the Hangman. This is a time to really look at how we spend our time, how we spend our energy, our lifestyle, and determining what is good for us, what is bad for us, where we are pushing ourselves, where we need to take it back a step, where we need to take a step forward in our life when it comes to our health and well-being. Okay, this is definitely a card that says meditation. Quiet time is essential in feeling good about ourselves, who we are, how we strengthen ourselves, how we bring in that vitality. So, do we eat well? Do we sleep well? Do we get enough exercise? Are we treating our bodies as a temple? If you are suffering from a diagnosis or an illness of some sort, this is a time to take it back a step. Okay, and understand the strength inside of you, what you can do in order to feel the vitality, to feel the empowerment, to feel the strength. It's not pushing forward and trying all kinds of new treatments this week. It's not pushing forward in demanding certain treatments this week. It's thinking things through. It's weighing the pros and cons of what you truly want to invest your time and energy in order to feel good long term. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.